welcome back to those who attended our annual celebration in the past. And to those who are attending for the first time, it's lovely to see you here. I'm delighted to have Ellie beside me as my co-chair for the introduction part of the day.
Hello everyone. It's great to be here to start this annual celebration, especially as I wasn't even born.
Okay.
When Kingwood first started helping autistic people. There must be some very old people in the room. Hello, Grandma.
It's not water.
I hope you all have a copy of Kingwood's 25-year storybook, as I'm on the front
It's not
and the
water,
side.
just listen.
If you don't, please pick one up from reception at the front.
Now, there could be a little debate about the exact date that Kingwood first came into existence. However, it was registered in 1994, so that officially makes this our 25th anniversary.
You don't have to drink it.
And what a journey it's been. During that time, so many autistic people have achieved so many great things. From things that many of us take for granted, such as making a bill from scratch or going to the hairdressers, to things that most of us may never achieve, such as performing at the Royal Albert Hall and publishing poetry. We've witnessed weddings, births, house moves, new jobs, and sadly, some of the people we support have died. And this year, I would like to just remember John Spottiswoode, who died earlier this year. John was elected to serve. And that was a key ring to remember John, because people at the back are wondering what I'm shaking. Ellie has experienced good and bad times, and will share just a little bit of her story with you.
I'm now going to tell you a little bit about me and who me is. I was diagnosed with autism at the age of 16. I did struggle throughout my life. Schools I found really hard. I was told that I would never achieve a GCSE, but I did, so that shows I have courage and determination. I would like to thank my partner in crime, my mum, for everything. She's been my main carer and stuck by me since I was born. Now I think I better say something nice about Kingwood. 50 quid, please. I would like to thank everyone at Kingwood for making me feel comfortable and helping me to get some confidence back and feel happier again. Thank you all for listening. I will pass you back to Kate.
Welcome. Welcome.
And thank you for clapping Ellie at that moment. And I'm going to ask you just to clap a moment more, because I'm sure, as Ellie mentioned, the person she would really want highlighted today is her mum. So thank you, mum. So as Ellie mentioned, that's an extract from our anniversary book. If you haven't got a copy, as she's mentioned, it's in the welcome area. Pages 24 and 25, in addition to being our cover girl, has just a little bit more of Ellie's story in there. So as the chairman and the treasurer have mentioned, there's been some change in the number of people that we have supported compared to last year. However, the biggest change has come in the complexity of the people that we're supporting. And for us, what that means is we're providing greater numbers of hours to sometimes even less people. And that's what's contributed to an increase in our income. We're now supporting people across Hampshire, Berkshire, Buckinghamshire and Oxfordshire. And as has already been mentioned, last year was an important one for Kingwood, as every single one in 25 years has been, because we started a new service, our Adult Autism Diagnostic Service. Accessed by adults living in Oxfordshire, there are two ways for people to consider applying for a diagnosis: the traditional face-to-face method, but also a method with our partners from Helios that uses a digital platform. Effectively, it's a very, very elaborate and comprehensive version of Skype for people to have some idea of what it can deliver. It's a lot more than that, but hopefully that helps. Accessing diagnosis digitally means that people don't need to travel. It means they can remain in a familiar environment for their assessment, and the clinician can conduct their assessment from anywhere in the country. Therefore, that increases the pool of clinicians that are available and reduces waiting time.
Getting a diagnosis is one important step, but there needs to be something there afterwards. There needs to be more services for autistic people that can help us understand what having autism can mean. In Oxfordshire, Kingwood provides workshops to help people develop helpful skills such as managing relationships and provides an information service. We need more services like this and more organisations like Kingwood.
So I, along with my senior leadership team, have spent considerable time trying to explore what it is about autism at Kingwood that's different. Because something definitely is. We've created the Kingwood Approach Framework, and hopefully you would have seen that when you came into the building earlier. And we hope that that identifies and displays some of our values. So we're definitely caring and compassionate, and not just about the people we support, but also about our employees and their relatives. But so are other organisations. We're dedicated and we're determined, and we're prepared to take calculated, well thought out risks. And yeah, that can make us a little bit different. But we are always open-minded to learning, and sometimes we make mistakes. And when that happens, we're honest. And that definitely makes us different. There are few organisations like that. But having thought about it a lot, about what makes us different, sometimes the simplest description is the best one. And quite simply, I think we're kind. We're kind to each other, to the people that we support, we're kind to our colleagues, and we try to be kind to relatives and families and everybody that we come into contact with. It isn't hard, and being kind can make the world a better place.
Right now, I would like you to turn to the person next to you, say something kind to them. If you don't know what to say or need some help, there are some words on your table.
Right, but
It is up to you if you would like to or not.
That's too
Please
That
don't
thing is
feel
very
like you have to, because it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Is that the kind of thing you're on about? Is that the kind of ta-da of thing?
You are.
No?
Huh?
You remember I said, is that the kind of thing? You get it as well? Say what's something kind. I said, is that the kind of thing?
What's amazing?
Yes. Would you
That is so
What's
clever.
amazing?
That is so clever. You know, I said the kind of thing as well. Say something kind. I said, is that the kind of thing? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but you know what I mean? Well,
Okay, so hopefully that was just long enough.
So what about you, Lucy? What can I say to you? It was kind.
I am
You
fantastic.
look very pretty tonight in your dress.
I am fantastic and feel fantastic and together.
So yeah, hopefully you just enjoyed that small exercise and you found that it really doesn't take long to make one another feel better. And there are so many things in life that we don't have control over, but the one thing that we always have control over is ourselves and how we speak to people and how we conduct ourselves and how we make other people feel. Anyone who recently watched the Panorama programme about Walton Hall would have been shocked, disgusted and saddened at some of the practice and conduct that took place. I know I was and many other people were. It made me very, very sad.
But on the other side of things, it shows just how much care and thought Kingwood puts into the support it provides. Kingwood shows respect and loyalty and works hard to fulfil our needs and protects people, keeping them safe when they are vulnerable.
And we always need more people to do that. Autism at Kingwood currently employs over 300 people across the Thames Valley. And as we get bigger, it gets harder to know everybody. So one of the great things about events such as this is it's an opportunity to welcome new faces and to meet one another and hopefully chat over supper. We have big plans for the years ahead. We want to create more fun, leisure, learning and development opportunities for people that we're supporting. And we want to create safer spaces for autistic people to take time out.
Kate has asked me to introduce the organisation's new vision. It is quite simple. The Autism at Kingwood vision is a world that embraces autism. To me, that means everything. Should accept. To me,
no.
everyone should accept and understand autism. If you have autism, autism cannot define you. You define it. I believe in that a lot. That is what represents me. And that is why I have stuck it on me. I have a tattoo on my leg because I am proud to be autistic. Don't feel frightened to be yourself.
No.
Oh, right. Hey,
That means they're not just a
There's no doubt that autistic people have more opportunities now than previously, receive better support and achieve and enjoy so much more. This is something that we can and should be celebrating, but there is a lot more to be done, and we have a 3-year plan that will help guide us through in our vision and mission. We have 4 copies of our strategic plan on the welcome desk. You'll find them on your way out. They weren't there on the way in. They look like that. And just as an extra note, we have our cover girl this time, because we could have put on the front on every magazine and resource we have, so it is on the back of this one. So do take a copy on the way out. Every person that is in this room today and is giving their time is supporting Kingwood, and I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
We both hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wonderful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure in introducing the founder of Kingwood Autism at Kingwood, Dame Stephanie Shirley.
Hey! Wonderful.
Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, as part of our Silver Jubilee celebrations, and it's a happy occasion, I've been asked to tell you about my own son, Giles, whom James may remember, and the beginning of autism at Kingwood 25 years ago. Giles was our only child, a beautiful baby, I know every mother says that, who at first seemed to be doing rather well, if a little slow in his development. And then at 2.5, he lost the little speech he had and turned into a wild, unmanageable toddler. Not the terrible twos. The bombshell diagnosis was that he was autistic, a condition then believed to be rare and affecting only boys. And Giles never spoke again. I've tried over the years to give a voice to those who are voiceless. And autistic people call on us to advocate on their behalf. And autism is, quoting the great Churchill, out of context, a riddle wrapped up in a mystery, inside an enigma. Giles was hospitalised at age 13 when our family was in crisis. And then, as 11 sad years passed, and as so often happens in institutions, he lost some of his human rights. So we decided to look after him again ourselves. By this time, we could afford some paid help. And that was the very beginning of autism at Kingwood, named simply after its original location on Kingwood Common. And Giles was the first resident, indeed the only resident, for many years. It took a long time to de-institutionalise him, but he found a quiet, dignified life at Kingwood. I'd like to say in the community, but that would be an exaggeration. The Independent Living Fund helped financially with one of their largest annual grants because Giles was the most vulnerable adult that they'd ever met outside hospital. Progress was slow. Giles's distressed behaviour was more than spitting and bad language. He mostly refused to do anything. He thumped and banged things, including his head, and he occasionally lashed out at us. That was quite apart from his epilepsy, which was reasonably under control. But in between, he was a charming innocent, the Victorian term, who did his jigsaws and loved his cat, Daisy. The ever-changing representatives of the several bodies starting to be involved irked me enormously. They didn't understand autism, very few people did in those days, and their tedious box-ticking demands were unsupported by funding or anything useful. Though there was one inspector who obviously believed in what I was trying to do, just as well, since we had a lot of initial problems. And as he explained, they tried to ensure that proprietors were neither mad nor bad. It was a hard transition from parent to trustee. When we were supporting 3 people, including Giles, we were able to get charitable status. And by the time I was able to persuade Lady Hornby, Sonia, to come in as our chair, we had 9 residents, happily integrated into their Thames Valley communities. In 1998, Giles's unexpected death, the first that some of the younger staff had ever experienced, marked the end of the beginning of the trust. The death of a child is unimaginably painful. I found it well nigh impossible to be regularly at Giles's home. My husband, Derek, never went back, and so faced a handover of my trustee responsibility at the end of the corporate year. And my last link went in 2003 when Giles's cat Daisy died. Daisy was worth her weight in gold, a friend indeed. In the years in which I've learnt to live without Giles, without his need of me, the newfound freedom from worry has energised me anew. And the trust has also changed and developed tremendously, as every organisation has to continually reinvent itself if it is to survive. It's pioneering a number of new ways of enabling adults with autism and complex needs to achieve a real life in their communities. Just like its client, autism at Kingwood has moved from dependence to independence and is poised for the next phase of its development. I'm very, very proud of it. And this Silver Jubilee reminds me of just how far we've come. Few of us are unscarred, and I can always remember how sceptical the world was that we'd ever make a success of this revolutionary, pioneering charity. The meaning of life is in the living of it, the daily living. And autism at Kingwood understands this. I so admire all that Kate, Estelle, and the 300-strong team continue to achieve by persevering where other services give up. And on behalf of past, present, and future beneficiaries, may I record thanks to everyone who's contributed over the past 25 years. A great oak has grown from my tiny acorn. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Hey, Olga!
Thank you so much, Steve. That was inspiring. Now, we're going to ask you present some prizes. They're called the Make a Difference Awards. So I'm going to hand over to you, Kate.
Okay.
So what is it Kingwood encourages people we support from voicing what we do and how we do it, and it wants advise you to know that they're very happy to tell us
Click on it,
what
click on it.
we're doing and how we're doing it. And there are a number of people that have helped us throughout the year. We've been at interviews, with meetings, with coordinating today, and you would have noticed on the table there's a selection of sweets. Feel free to help yourself, and they were prepared and packed by somebody we support, and their name will be on the sticker that's there. So there's so many ways that people have helped us. And today, Steve and I would like to say thank you to those people. So I would like to invite Ben Terry onto the stage to accept the
glass of champagne and let the good times roll. Yeah. Yeah.
So Tasha's helped us many times over the last few months with our interviews.
Yeah.
She's got really, really good at it.
Yeah.
Do you think Lucy would want to give out a gift? Oh, of course. Okay, brilliant. She'll try and keep it. No, she's flowers? Yeah, she'll be fine with that. Brilliant. Sorry, I was expecting them to be here quite a long time ago. Fine, I'm just curious because I need to try and fill in a hole now. Yeah, Luce will do it.
Thank you everyone for helping and for doing lots of things. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Tasha Yevtushenko for singing Abba Mamma Mia. Thank you.
Ja. Aha.
现在很传奇了，反正也没反。
And I'd like to ask Ellie to come back onto the stage to accept her award.
How have I ended up on filming duty?
Huh?
How did you manage to get me to do all the filming?
And we'd like to invite Jack Wellings onto the stage. You may remember Jack, he's been up there himself before. To come and collect his award? John, oh, John's here. Fabulous.
don't want to go up there, Jean. No, don't just step, Jean, no, don't.
That's okay, we will come to you. And now I'd like to invite Lucy Scoot.
Yeah, I'm on.
She loves prizes and all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for being last 25 years of Kingwood, and thank you for all the very much for coming tonight. I will see you to the next one. So welcome me, and come to me from day. And so, just back to me, okay, thank you, all, very much indeed. And again, just one talk, thank you, bye,
She knew she was going to get something because she passed me this completely.
Thank you, guys.
I'm the support manager for her service, so I support her as well. Oh, she's amazing. She's lush. What? Oh.
I'd like to
She's
invite
made me
Martin
fail.
to come to the stage to collect his. On our strategy, if you wish to take that at the end. If Mark Woodman is here, I'd like to invite him to come to the stage to collect his. I'm not sure if Mark is here tonight. No? Okay, is anybody coming to the stage?
I'm just gonna stand. I won.
Do you want to take that now?
And we have a certificate and a trophy for Natasha. Yeah, Natasha Beasley. Is Natasha here today?
I won't get wrong. Thank you.
Okay, anybody wish to come up and collect Natasha's for her?
Okay.
No? Okay, that's fine. We can do that.
Okay.
Do have some more?
That's more.
And we have a certificate and a trophy here for Peter Colby, and I think his mum is here to collect that on his behalf. And takes part in our induction training, helping new employees understand what it is that autistic people need.
Yeah, I still got one.
We have a certificate and trophy for Safran Ali. Is Saf here?
Wait till I finish talking, okay? Yeah, now. Yes, I filmed it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just before, we just wanted to say, I wanted to say, on behalf of all of us here today, how much we enjoyed having you with us.
No problem.
And
Okay.
wish you all the very best. And there you are, some balloons.
Balloon.
And some Steve, thank you so much. Now we have a very exciting guest. Many of you will have seen him on television in Holby City. He is Jules Robertson, and he's come specially here to speak to us today because he has Asperger's syndrome, and it seems not to stop him doing anything. Jules.
Okay. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Cheers. That's all. Cheers.
There we go. Oh, lovely. Okay, do you want to just step to the side and then everyone can see? Maybe to that side and then...
Well, I didn't realise I had so many fans here.
I know, right?
It's a very good feeling.